Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you all about one of my favorite crystals is blue apatite. I might say, oh, this is one of my favorite crystals, but to all my crystals, eventually I end up wearing them all, so yeah, it is my favorite crystal as well, but it's blue apatite. So basically blue apatite, uh, it has some beautiful properties to it of communication, of spiritual uplifting, and I basically like to call it Florida water in a stone because its energies is so similar to Florida water that I just think of it as Florida water as a crystal. So blue apatite comes in a few different shades. There's the deeper blue, there's a sky blue, there's a neon blue, there's one blue that's a little more turquoise. Turquoise? Okay, let's make that a word. Turquoise-ish. Okay, got it. But blue apatite is actually wonderful for opening and enhancing psychic gifts, spiritual abilities, communication. One thing that's pretty cool, and disclaimer, blue apatite is not supposed to be used for any health reasons, but blue apatite is the crystal for weight loss. It literally makes you lose your appetite if you're someone who overeats and you're someone who just cannot stop eating and you just eat all the time. Blue apatite is a wonderful crystal for that. So this blue apatite is absolutely beautiful. One thing you can do with it is in meditation, you can hold your blue apatite in either hand. In your left hand, you'll be receiving more of the energies of blue apatite. You'll get more of a feel of what the crystal is. It's more about patience. It usually calms and cools people down. It makes people feel very mellow and just kind of let things go and flow. It embodies the throat chakra, which the throat chakra is all about communication. It's all about expression, and it's all about getting your message and your truth out. So the throat chakra is associated with different psychic gifts such as clairaudience as well. And it also helps you, and one goes in hand with the other one. So since blue apatite goes in hand with clairaudience, it helps you communicate. If you ever think about communication crystals such as blue apatite, they're pretty easy to remember. They're all along the lines of communication, all along the lines of opening spiritual gifts, all along the lines of connecting you to your guides. Makes it a lot more easy to talk to your guides when you're a lot more calm and you're a lot more chilled out. Especially blue has a very heavy tie to the angelic realm. Especially I put this in the category of lower angel crystals because the higher angel crystals are angelite and celestine, for example, which are also communication crystals. But blue apatite, you can think of it as like a blue ocean, kind of like blue waters. And when you're in the waters, you're feeling calm, you're being refreshed, you're just feeling good, and you're connected to everything. That's how blue apatite is. So on a physical level, it does help you communicate with people. It helps you say what you need to say at the right time. It helps you get the message that you're trying to say out. Blue crystals heavily help me in my videos and heavily help me calm down. I might stutter on my word here and there. It's just because I'm so full of ideas and euphemism and just happiness over crystals and gemstones. But blue apatite is one of the crystals that on a physical scale, it helps you just chill out and calm down and make you feel very mellow and laid back. I remember I gave someone throat chakra crystal, and everyone usually has the same feelings when it comes to throat chakra crystals. It's usually a crystal that most people feel a little less. The people who feel it the most are the people it's most for. But throat chakra crystals are very good for people who are very sensitive, people who are very open spiritually, because it helps calm you down. Those kind of people, they don't normally feel the lower chakra stones as much, such as hematite or, hematite or smoky quartz, but it just really depends on the person. I've given throat chakra crystals to people before, and people who get crystals from my website also tell me that it helps them just be flat out mellow and have help with communication. It's probably the easiest, energy center to remember. That's the physical level of blue apatite. So the mental level of blue apatite, well, I want to get one more physical level out. This helps with remembering things. That's one thing about blue crystals such as sodalite or blue apatite. Blue apatite helps you retain memory, and speaking of remembering things, blue apatite helps you remember what you need to say at the right time. And that's The main gist of the physical aspects for the crystals, they physically help you communicate. So everything on a physical level translates to everything on a spiritual level. So blue apatite, when you meditate with it, when you leave it by your bedside, it helps make dreams very vivid. It helps make communication with your angels, with your ancestors, very fluid and just a lot easier than it would be without the crystal. If you have a throat chakra blockage, you're probably not going to be able to communicate as much. You're probably not going to be able to get words out. You might just have truth stuck inside of you that you cannot communicate because you feel just completely blocked up. Blue apatite is very good at that. I think this is the first blue crystal I'm talking about in my educational series. But blue apatite is very good for enhancing gifts. So it has to do more with astral gifts. It has to do with, if you're practicing astral travel, I always recommend don't do that too fast or don't go crazy on it when you're first starting out, or you'll get really messed up. It can help with astral viewing. It's really good to keep by your bed for dreams, because then you'll have very vivid dreams. You'll start seeing the ancestors. You'll start seeing different angels introducing themselves to you and just giving their names to you and just talking to you. They'll start showing you different lessons. It depends on the person. Everyone's dreams is different. If you're someone who doesn't dream at all, this crystal can get you dreaming. This crystal can help clear whatever blockage is there for dreaming. I do like to say on the physical aspect of it, translating to the spiritual aspect, basically, if you are someone who is insatiable with appetite physically and you cannot stop eating, blue apatite is literally called apatite. They're spelled different though, but on a spiritual level, it helps you quench your appetite spiritually. That does not mean that you're not going to stop looking for spiritual knowledge, but the spiritual knowledge that you do get, it's going to feel good when you get it versus, oh, I have to find more knowledge and the next knowledge, and etc. So basically, blue apatite is a very easy crystal to remember. I think of it as Florida water in a gemstone because it pulls your guides closer to you. It makes it easier to understand. And if you don't know what Florida water is, it's something you can get online. I don't have it on my website, but Florida water pulls your guides to you. It's purifying, mainly with its alcohol content. That's for another video, but it's very calming. It helps you get to the level where your guides can be able to help you, and blue apatite's the same exact thing. Blue apatite, that's a little more green, has to do with the heart chakra. If you think of it like throat chakra, heart chakra, this is going to be more towards the upper chakras. This will be more towards the heart and throat. This one will be more towards the third eye and throat chakra. So this is an excellent crystal to open your spiritual abilities. It's also very beautiful. Blue apatite helps you speak your truth. It helps with everything with communication. It's probably one of the easier crystals to remember. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment sections. This is a very awesome stone in color. It's very beautiful. I have blue apatite on my website. I always almost forget to put shout out anything I have on my website. Yes, I do have blue apatite bracelets and blue apatite necklaces. I only use the highest quality crystals. Not all blue apatite looks like this. Some of it looks yucky. Like on the back is beautiful as well, but it's a little more it's a little brown, so it's not yucky. It's still beautiful, but some blue apatite is better than other blue apatite in appearance. The blue apatites with more browns in them, if you could have guessed it, they're better for the lower chakras, but this is the sheen in the back. It's a little more brown. It's still beautiful though. I'm just showing you guys the more beautiful sides, but now I'm showing you both sides. But yeah, they're both beautiful in general. So if you have any questions, just ask them in the comment sections and I will answer them. This is a very easy crystal to remember. If you're ever trying to remember a blue crystal such as blue apatite, just think about what the throat chakra does and then think about what anything that helps the throat chakra does. And blue apatite most likely does it. So until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao!